Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Now today what I have got for you is my 2022 Qatar World Cup predictions. I have made a few bold predictions but not too many because I want this to be as realistic as possible, but I'm also going with my gut feeling, what I believe is the correct prediction. So we'll start off in Group A then, where Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal and the Netherlands will all be fighting it out to try and make it into the next round. And I think Netherlands will win the group, and I think it's a tie between Senegal and Ecuador, which will be a bit of a game which will determine which team comes second and which team comes third. But I think with Senegal winning the Africa Cup of Nations, I think that they will just about come second, but it's just based on that really. Into Group B then is England's group. We've got England, Iran, Wales and the USA all competing to try and get into the next round. I've gone with England to come first place. I do believe that we will at least be unbeaten in the group stages. Whether we'll win all of our games, I'm not too sure, but I'm certainly going with us to finish first. And then it's a mix between Wales and the USA, but I've gone with Wales just because, they've come into this World Cup for the first time in however many decades, so they'll certainly want to come and prove a point, and that they will be able to come and compete at this level in the World Cup. So after that then we go to Group C, where Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico and Poland fight it out. I have gone with Argentina to come first place. I do think that they will win all of their games in this group. And I've gone with Poland to come second. Not too many big surprises for this one, but let's move on to Group D, where there are France, Denmark, Tunisia and Australia fighting it out. And I've gone with Denmark to come first because Denmark, they are a growing nation in the football terms, I guess you could say. Denmark, they are a really good side. I mean, their Euros campaign was just unbelievable, wasn't it? Getting to the semi-finals before losing to England in extra time. And then I've gone with France in second, but I think it will be tough for France in this World Cup. Being last time's World Cup winners, I certainly do think that France will try and win, but I'm just not too sure whether they will, and I think they will struggle in this World Cup, but I've got them to come second. In Group E then, Spain, Germany, Japan and Costa Rica are fighting it out, and no surprises there. I've gone with Spain in first and Germany in second. And then over to Group F, Belgium, Canada, Morocco and Croatia. I've gone with Belgium to come first, and Croatia, they got to the final of the World Cup last time, but I've got them to be grouped in this one. I think Canada will just get second place. And so then to Group G, Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon are in this group. And I've gone with Switzerland to come first, and then I've gone with Brazil to come second. So whether a lot of people will do that or whether they'll just put Brazil first, I'm not too sure, but I've gone with Switzerland to come first in Group G. And then finally, Group H, where Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay and Korea Republic fight it out. And this one is probably the group which will surprise a few people. There is always one team, one big team, which just doesn't go to the expectations which they are predicted to have, and I think Portugal may just be grouped in this one. I've gone with Uruguay to come first and Korea Republic to come second. And so into the round of 16 then, I will tell you the ties and then we'll go through them. So we've got Netherlands going up against Wales, we've got Argentina against France, England against Senegal, Denmark against Poland, Spain against Canada, Switzerland against Korea Republic, Belgium against Germany and Uruguay against Brazil. So we'll start off then with Netherlands versus Wales. I have gone with Wales to win this one. Just because of what I mentioned last time about them coming into this World Cup, their first World Cup in what would feel like forever, and some people in Wales may not have even experienced a World Cup for their Welsh side. Going over to the second match, Argentina versus France, I think the holders France will be knocked out here. I'm going with Argentina to go through. England versus Senegal, I think England will win this one, but not comfortably. I do think that Senegal will prove to be a tough test if England do meet Senegal. Denmark versus Poland. Denmark all the way for me, with their form which they've had since really the last World Cup. I do think they will beat Poland in this one. Spain against Canada. Well, I think there is only one winner here on paper, and I have gone with Spain to go through with beating Canada. Switzerland versus Korea Republic then. I think Korea Republic will go through in this one. I think Switzerland may just slip a little in this match, so I'll go Korea Republic. Belgium versus Germany then. Belgium, one of the greatest sides predicted by FIFA. I think they're somewhere like second in the rankings or somewhere like that. Against the Germany side, who have had quite a bit of experience of winning the World Cup since the World Cup has begun. But in the 2018 Russia World Cup, they didn't do too well, did they? I'm going to go with Belgium to go through in this one. And then a South American tie between Uruguay and Brazil. And I'm going to back Uruguay, you know. I'll go Uruguay to go through, and then we'll see who they get in the quarterfinals. And so, the ties for the quarterfinals. We've got Wales going up against Argentina, Spain versus Korea Republic, England versus Denmark, and Belgium against Uruguay. And we'll start off with Wales against Argentina. And this may sound quite stupid of me, but I've gone with Wales to go through. In the back of my head, I do have the feeling that Wales will go on and reach the semi-final because they just want to prove that they are good enough to be in the World Cup. And so I think they'll knock out Argentina. Spain versus Korea Republic then. Spain go through for me. England versus Denmark. A game which was the semi-finals of the Euros, wasn't it? England won that one in extra time. And I'm going to go with England to win it again and go through to the semi-finals for a second time in a row in the World Cup. And then Belgium versus Uruguay. I've gone with Belgium. And so the semi-final ties then are as follows. Wales versus Spain and England versus Belgium. And I do think that Wales will just fall short here against the Spain side, who I do predict to go to the final. And then also in another semi-final match between England and Belgium, I do think England will suffer semi-final heartbreak once again in the World Cup, and I'll go with Belgium to go through. So we'll do the third place playoff then between two teams from Group B, Wales and England. And I mean, me being an England fan, I am going to back England, aren't I? But I think it would be a tight game, but I'll go with England to get third place. And then in the final, Spain, Belgium. Which one? Belgium, they are one of the higher ranked teams in the world rankings, but they just can't seem to win anything. So I'm going to go with Spain to win the World Cup in this one, and my prediction will be Spain to win, the underdog being Wales and the underperformer being Portugal. And so there we go, another quick video, but I thought I'd get it out while I've got time. So thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you agree with my predictions, but I think with some of them I am taking a bit of risk, to be honest, aren't I? But thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Keep right on, everyone.